All right, we're signing in. It's CEO Geek and Jimmie Rivera. We're at BKFC 26. Jimmie's making his bare knuckle debut. How are we feeling coming into this matchup, man?
Good, man. I'm excited for it. I'm excited to get back into back into fight. It's been a fucking long time. Now I get back in and rumble a little bit, so I'm super excited about that.
Yeah, 100%. So we're coming off about a year, a little bit over a year. How are we feeling? Were you training hard? It's boxing now. Were you just focused on boxing? Give me a little scoop into the training.
Yeah, just focusing on boxing. I actually been boxing since probably, I want to say last November, December. You know, I was actually booked to do Triller, and then Triller, the whole card fell through, and I was going to fight Dat in May, and he got hurt. So it finally feels good to have an opponent that's here, that's healthy, that can fight in 2 days.
Yeah, 100%. So you're always training every aspect of martial arts like your whole life. Now that you get to just zone in on just this boxing aspect, you know, a lot of these fighters come over and they say, man, I just love not having to grapple and roll around anymore. Is that something that, like, you kind of think about, or you kind of like the whole thing and boxing just is just kind of a thing for you?
Well, you think about it, like when you do MMA, you have to focus on boxing, kickboxing, wrestling, jiu-jitsu, ground and pound, all that. With this, all you have to do is focus on boxing. So really great because you just spend your whole time focused on one art form, and it makes it a lot easier. It's not as like, oh, I got to make sure I get the wrestling practice and jiu-jitsu practice. I got to go over here. I got to go over there. Just one aspect for 5-6 days a week when you train and just focus on that. It makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, 100%. And you get this matchup. It's this young kid. He's looking really good. He's got a couple, highlight reel finishes. And, you're coming in to make a big statement at this BKFC platform. Do you have big plans in the future for BKFC? What's like what's on the horizon for Jimmie Rivera after a big win on a Friday night?
Big win is, next look for the gold at 45 for bare knuckle and get that belt and maybe move up, move down, back down to 35. It all depends, you know what I mean? One step at a time. Obviously, I love that big picture, and I have that long-range picture, and those are goals, and that's what keeps me driving. But my main thing is to focus on what's going to happen Friday night and to get my hand raised. That's my main focus right now.
100%. And I heard at the press conference they were saying that maybe the door's not closed for MMA. Is that something that you're definitely looking at in the future?
Never close the door for MMA. Definitely look at it. One of the reasons to sign with bare knuckle is that I do have the freedom that I can still do MMA. So, with that, I'm focused on this fight. After that, it's to sit down with Dave, see whatever the outcome of the fight, sit down with Dave, see when I have to come back, no matter win or lose, when I have to come back and fight, and then sit down with my manager, see, can we squeeze an MMA fight in there? Is it before my next bare knuckle fight? Is it after my next? So that's really important.
All right, so to wrap it up, I got to ask you about the hands, dude. The hands, bare knuckle. Are we conditioning the knuckles? Are we worried about the scrapes and the bruises here?
Worry about fucking up my hand. Not really condition my hands because my hands are so fucked up for the, 28 pro fights I had in MMA already. Not to mention my amateur and the nonstop, striking. I mean, we talk about it with a couple people all the time. They say a couple places are hurt to get a tattoo is your ribs. Another painful place is like top of your foot and top of your hand. Well, I had my ribs done. They were fucking painful, but when I got the top of my hand done, didn't bother me at all. So I definitely had my hands already fucked up and some nerve damage. I'm just hoping, going in there, I don't break something, knock on wood. That's my main thing. But besides that, getting punched in the face or kicked, I've been kicked in the face. Getting punched in the face is not too much of a difference. I think getting kicked is a lot worse. I just want to go in there and just show I belong and fucking compete again. Yeah,
100%. And that'll wrap it up. CEO, we're here at the press conference. Jimmie Rivera, BKFC, any final words for any fans?
Tune in, June 24th, Friday night. 7:30 is the prelims, but 8:30 starts the main card. Bare Knuckle TV.
Let's go. Big names making the big business. CEO signing out.